Hi, good morning. It's Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. Welcome to another day of online learning. So how fun was Zoom yesterday? I thought that was so fun. When I was doing the planning, I don't know, the way it worked out, I was like, oh, let's just do something fun. So I loved all your favorite snacks. That was funny. And your favorite games or favorite things to play. So I had a great time yesterday. It makes me miss you guys so much because just even Zoom is not the same as being in person. So I just really had a great time at Zoom yesterday. I hope you did too. So I think it was the last group. Next week, we'll have Zoom Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like regular. But we're only going to do small group on Tuesday. Because then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to do whole class. And I have something planned that I would typically do in school. Like we'll have our awards ceremony one day, and then like two of the things I would normally do in school, obviously at the end of the year, we'll do. It's like too much to do it all in one Zoom. So we'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whole class. So we're all together. And then, and the big surprise is coming Friday, June 12th. Big surprise. I was trying to give a hint, but I don't think I can. I think if I give you a hint, it will just give it away. But I'm going to announce it on Monday. I think on Monday I'm going to announce it. That way, I like surprises, but I always, like as a kid, when you were getting ready to go on vacation, one of the things I loved about vacation was looking forward to vacation. And my mom would always buy me we always went in the summer and always on my birthday, because my birthday is June 28th. So, we always school would end and then we would go away. So I was always someplace different for my birthday. And still a lot of times this year I was supposed to be in Paris for my birthday, but that's not clearly happening. But anyway, so I've been to a lot of different places on my birthday, and I always looked forward to vacation. My mom would buy me new outfits to wear, I just would be waiting for it. So sometimes that was more fun to me than the actual vacation. Well, of course I love the vacation, but the looking forward to it was fun too. So even though I like surprises, I do like looking forward to things. And I want to tell you the big event happening on June 12th in advance so you can look forward to it and you can get excited for it. Like if I just drop it in your lap that day, you'll have hardly any time to get excited for it. So I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully you'll think it's as great as I do. But I'm super excited about it. And it has nothing to do with Zoom. So someone today said, oh, maybe it's going to be a big Zoom thing. It has nothing to do with Zoom. So we'll see. All right, so shout outs today. We are at, here we go. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have to get my paper. All right, sorry. Okay, shout outs. We are at 171,023 questions. So we have about 29,000 questions to go today. And I did it a little bit earlier than I had been doing it. It was around 6:30 that I did all these numbers. So if you were on it after 6:30, then your numbers aren't correct on here. But today, as of 6:30, you had 4,644 questions answered. We do need to get our numbers up. But 29,000 questions, I think it's totally doable because we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we have 5 days next week. Now that last day, even though it is the last day of school, and typically if we were in school, we wouldn't be doing it, according to Lowtown School District, it's the last day of instruction. So I do have to give you something on that day. Probably Math IXL to get our numbers up. So we have 8 days. So I think we can, that's under 4,000 questions a day. So I think we can surpass it. I really hope so. So 28 hours, 13 minutes was the total time as of 6:30 tonight of how long you spent on IXL today. So fabulous. Here are shout outs. Ali, 326 questions. And shockingly, she's not in the top 3. That's crazy. Wait to hear the top 3 numbers. Ariana, 193 questions. Alice, 135 questions. Christopher, 103 questions. Matthew, 210 questions. Ashley L, 164 questions. Christian, 172 questions. Alex, 117. Charlie, 155. Lorenzo, 151. Morgan, 206. Ashley P, 143. Luca, 175. Ion, 281. Yusef, 147. And our top three, Adrielle in third place with 462 questions. Can you imagine? 462 questions is third place. And I have to tell you, everyone on this list was doing today's assignments. They did all of today's assignments, plus if they did something else. But I think really all those questions came from mostly today's assignments. Number 2, Owen, 522 questions. Who would have thought Owen's 522 questions was second place? And drum roll, big number 1 today goes to Lucas Neto, 568 questions. Boy, that was fantastic. Our top 3 and everyone really fantastic. So I think we can get our 200,000. And if we do, I'm going to print out the certificate for everyone in the whole class, because that is an accomplishment. That is certainly an accomplishment. Alrighty. So end of the year awards. As of 6:30 tonight, I had only 18. I'm still missing 6. So here are the people who sent them to me. All right. So I have these people's awards: Avery, Lucas, Brianna, Amelia, Owen, Adrielle, Ion, Megan, Ashley P, Alice, Lorenzo, Jonathan, Christopher, Ashley L, Christian, Alex, Ali, Charlie, Luca. So if I did not call your name as of 6:30 tonight, I did not have your awards. So it was due yesterday. As of 6:30 on Tuesday, I should say, yesterday, I did not have your awards. So it was due yesterday. I'm going to give you the last couple of minutes today, but you have to get it in. Because if you don't get it in, you won't get an award, and you will be so disappointed, because that's the award ceremony. Always super fun. It should be interesting to do it virtually, because you know me, I'm a big hugger. I like to hug everyone when I call them up and give them the certificate, and I hug them and we get a picture. So it will just be different. We'll make the best of it. 4th grade video. I have 4 people who did, no, I actually have more. I have 6 people who did the video. Megan, Chris, Charlie, Owen, Ali, and Luca. So we have 4 people who did it. It's due tomorrow. And that I'm not doing. I actually think Dr. Maurer is putting it all together for us. But if you don't hand it in on time, I can't even say I can accept it late, because it's not me doing it. It's the whole 4th grade. And this video is going to be sent to every 4th grader. So I think you'd be very disappointed if you didn't get it in. So try to get it in. Zoom schedule. So today you're going to bring your Venn diagram that you did yesterday on Writing Freedom. And I wanted to show you, oh, here it is. Writing Freedom. This is the book. I don't know if you remember when I ordered it. And I looked, it's only 10 chapters. So we're going to do this book next week. We're going to do 2 chapters a day, and we're going to get this book done by the end of the school year. So this will be another book that we'll have read. So this is like the excerpt from it, from this book. So we're going to talk about that and compare contrast. You can choose your 2 characters, whichever 2 characters. I would imagine Charlotte would have been one of them, because she's the main character. And tomorrow we are going to have our whole group meeting at 10:30, and we are going to do a journal entry. That's on the ELA page today. So it's going to be a journal entry. So bring it tomorrow to our whole group, and the whole group is at 10:30. Now Friday, I told you I have to go up to Abby, and I have in-person meeting. I think there's like 6 of us, and I think we're meeting in the cafeteria, just the 6 of us. So we're going to be really separated with our masks on and our gloves and all of that. So that's why we can't have our Zoom meeting on Friday. And, I put on the grade 4 page last night, and I'm going to send a reminder out as well, that next Tuesday, June 9th, is the drop-off for any items that you might have that have to go back to Abbey Lane. So if you have a library book, if you have an instrument, next Tuesday, June 9th, which is actually the next Tuesday we have, June 9th, between 8 and 3, you can drop off those items. So you might have a library book. You might even have a book from me, right, that has my name in it. If you have one of my books and you're finished with it, please drop it back off at school. If you're not finished with it, just send me a message and ask if you can borrow it for the summer. But I would imagine we've been out of school almost 3 months, so whatever book you have of mine, you've either finished it or you don't want to finish it. And either way is fine, so just bring that back. You might, I'm trying to think what else you might have. I think that's basically a library book or an instrument or a book of mine. Or if you happen to have a textbook at home, I don't think probably you have a Journeys textbook at home, but if you do, you drop it off between 8 and 3, Tuesday, June 9th. All right, 5 things to do today. First, chapters 21 and 22. It's getting good, right? It's getting good. ELA, you're going to be doing your journal entry. So choose a journal entry from the list, or you can pick whatever you want to write about. Don't write about what I'm doing in quarantine, because I think we've exhausted that topic, unless you're doing something different. So unless you had something different and exciting going on, choose a different topic, please. Math, adding and subtracting decimals. So we did a little bit of this when we did decimals, but it's really like a good lesson for today. 17-3, which is a step up to 5th grade, lesson 3. And you're going to be watching my video. I'm going to make right after here, after I do this video, and we're going to do IXL then. Science, Generation Genius. I'll tell you, I get so many compliments every day. The kids just love Generation Genius, so I'm really glad. And in September, hopefully we'll all be in school. That's what I'm going to do my science lessons around, is Generation Genius, and then work on like all the lessons that they go with it. And today is Structure of Living Things. Social Studies, we're on to chapter 18 still. And today we're talking about the Pan-American Exposition and Buffalo as a city. So you're going to read, I think, like 2.5, almost 3 pages, and then do a quiz. It's only a 4-question quiz. So I think that's it for today. I will see you at Zoom. Bring your Venn diagram. And just don't forget the end of the year awards. I don't want to announce the people who are missing, but tomorrow I might have to. I'll try to remember to tell everyone during Zoom tomorrow if you haven't handed them in. So please make sure you hand them in. And it has to come through email. Youssef, make sure you email that to me. It cannot come through Edmodo. I just don't, like, it has to go through the email. Same thing with that 4th grade video. You cannot send it to me. You can't email it to me or send it through Remind or text it to me. It has to be uploaded to that page. So, like, those are the 2 things that are like non-negotiable, just the way the technology is working. It has to go through those 2 things. Alrighty, everyone. Well, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in a bit. Bye.